Hey guys, welcome back. Just wanted to do a quick garden update and everything. As you can tell, the grass got mowed here, so the sweet potatoes had just grown out into the yard quite a bit. So they just mowed right over, which is what I told them to do, just to mow over. So I don't know if I should trim them along the edge of the sidewalk there, or just let them be and just see what happens. Some of these started to root, so I don't know. Maybe they'll root into the grass here. Not exactly sure, but we'll see what happens with that. Yesterday was kind of busy. I went ahead and replaced the hydroponics solution that was in here, so hopefully those little guys will do better. Now, you can't really see very well, but I took the strawberries, the two plants there in the front. You can't really see, they're pretty much all dead. I came out and the bucket that they were in had completely filled up with water, and they were both about an inch below water, just from one night's worth of rain. Had some horrible storms and everything. Oh, sorry, garbage truck's coming. So I did put them in these for like an hour or two, and then decided to pull them up and try to do them hydroponically, hoping that maybe they would get more access to the nutrients right away and hopefully save them. One of them did have some green on it, but I don't see anything like that this morning, so not sure that that's going to make it. So let's see, I'll cut this video here and wait until the garbage truck passes and we'll pick it up. Alright guys, I'm back here. Alright, I just, this looks like it's bolting pretty good there. This one was bolting, but it's not doing so well. The reservoir, I don't remember, yesterday was the 22nd, I believe today's June 23rd, so probably won't get this video up anytime soon, so sorry about that guys, I'm way behind uploading. So these reservoirs, all the reservoirs that I had probably for over a month of not changing the solution, which I know is really horrible. So I know that that's probably what has been causing a lot of the production issues that I've been having and stuff, and that's probably why I lost a lot of what's in here. But I'm really hoping that the strawberries will survive and do okay and everything, but I'm not expecting them to, so just an FYI there. We'll just look at getting more strawberries later. No big deal, I guess. Let's see, so yeah, so the little plastic container that's been underneath the sweet potatoes, the tomato, and the rosemary has been working pretty well. The only thing is I've actually had to take out more water than I've had to put in, which is great for me, because less watering I have to do, the absolute better. I love that. The only thing that really has me worried is the soil. You can probably see the soil looks a lot wetter than what it used to be. I'll try to get a shot of one of these that aren't in, just to kind of give you. Oh, that's right. I put some soil from this bucket here that had filled up. This bucket virtually filled up completely. So I put that on top of these, so you won't be able to get a good look at those. I think I have an aphid issue. A bunch of little bugs flying around. Guess you can't see them, but I think that they're aphids. I could be wrong. I actually have a couple different things going on to try to combat those. I haven't applied hardly any of them though. One thing also is, I don't know what kind of a bug. Oops. Of course it won't focus. I'm not sure what kind of bug that is there on the tomato. I'll point my finger right there. But I've been finding them on my tomatoes, so I'm assuming something's going on there. There's a shot of one there. I'm not sure if that's a stink bug or if it's something else, but they've just been flocking to the tomatoes like crazy. I've killed a bunch of them, but they just kind of keep coming back, and since they've shown up, a lot of the tomatoes are starting to kind of get black spots on them like that, so I'm assuming they must be doing something bad and everything. So we'll have to wait and see what happens with that. So, but I did replace did replace the fluid that was in these here, the hydroponic solution and everything. So hopefully everything should be getting a lot better now and grow and be better and stuff. So we'll have to wait and see how everything turns out. I just don't know what that little guy is. So this one is really taking a turn for the worse. He's quit growing. He's really quit producing fruit, and the fruit that he's producing now is it's small, but it's starting to ripen up. So I think that I've really stunted his growth by not looking after the nutrient solution as well as I should have. Now this one hopefully will take and pick up some of the slack. And this guy here, he looks like he's picking up some of the slack as well. He's even got a really tiny tomato at the bottom there, which I was really surprised to find the other day, because I thought that I wasn't going to get much out of that first little fruit set there. But the two main tomato plants that seem to be doing really well is this one here. He's quite tall actually. Minus the bucket, of course, but you know he's taller than I am, and I'm about 6 foot. So, so him in the bucket, he's doing pretty good, and then this guy in the bag here, he's doing pretty good now. I did have to add a bunch of dirt and soil to the top. I added about 3 inches, I want to say, on the top of him. So hopefully he'll be able to spawn more roots at the top of the vine, you know, that's now covered. Because that bag was really, it was very poorly filled by me. Probably looked about like this one in front, like had about half the dirt and everything in it. So that was my bad on doing that and everything. So I'll just have to wait and see kind of what becomes of him. But I'm hoping now that I've gotten his dirt situation figured out, that he should start to really grow and thrive and be good too. So, but those are the 2 tomato plants that seem to be doing the best. This one I think only has, as far as I can tell, 2 tomatoes. The one down here with this bug. Oh, there's a bunch of bugs. What are those red guys? Oh. So that one, and then we got a little fruit here that has that. See, I wonder what that thing is. So we have that. As far as I can tell, it's only got 2 sitting on him, but I'm sure there's more in there that I'm not seeing. And then going back over to this guy over here, you know, these have lots of plant and not much fruit, whereas this one over here had lots of fruit and not much plant. So I'm assuming there must be a nutrient deficiency there or something. One of them might have a little too much of one thing and the other not enough of the other. I don't know. Oh, this guy got broke. That's sad. But so I don't see fruit on this one here. I could be wrong. I could be missing it. Point out in the video if you happen to see it. It's got plenty of flower. Well, it had plenty of flowers. It's got flowers here and up top there, here. Just isn't seeming to. We got a little wasp there. Guess he's looking for some flowers, maybe. So I mean, there's plenty of where flowers were. I don't know what's going on, but I'll have to figure that out. So I did poke a hole in this bucket about, I think, 4 inches down, 5 inches down from the top. So maybe I'll be able to stick something in there that really likes to have a lot of water and everything. This tomato here has just been drinking up everything that comes in off the rain. You know, the one in the bucket there, it's been drinking up everything that comes in off the rain and then some. So that's been kind of cool and neat to see. So this is why everybody says to poke holes in your bucket. Don't know if you can see or not. The water in there. And that's why everybody says, hey, you know, poke holes in your bucket. So I think during the summertime I'm definitely going to have to do that. So just because of the amount of rain that I get. I just hate the idea of if I overwater, that it just kind of drains out. That's why I kind of like this idea of the little bin underneath it, because it'll collect all the extra rainwater that's coming in. I just probably shouldn't have done it with sweet potatoes. I probably should have had like a bunch of tomato plants or something and did it with those. And I think that would have been a better decision. I don't know, maybe this is what the sweet potatoes will need, and then they'll have more moisture and only like the bottom layer will be affected of. But I'm hoping I don't lose any from rotten, too much water and everything, but we'll see. So I think that pretty much covers most everything. Just wanted to show you guys the sweet potatoes, how they kind of got mowed back. They let you know that I changed out the reservoirs, and got them new nutrients and everything. I guess, the pumpkins, I think I showed you guys. I ended up pulling them yesterday because I needed a place for the strawberries, so I pulled them all out. But then of course I didn't get any video of it, so sorry about that. But they were just pretty basically, something had gotten to them, eating them, like crazy. So the leaves pretty much just disintegrated. So I have 3 buckets here where I have the ability to add some stuff. This bucket here has holes poked in the bottom of it, and then those 2 don't. So I tried to push them back underneath the up against the house, so that it would hopefully reduce a lot of the moisture that can get to them. So I think that's pretty much it, though. I'm not sure what I'm going to do with this area here. As you can see, it's just gotten overgrown and completely. I don't know if I'm going to pull out these little flowers here, or if I'm going to let them go. Somebody was actually telling me the other day that what I should actually try to do is take this spot here, it's kind of fenced off with the blocks there, clean it out and put in gardens there, because I was saying I wanted to try to grow sweet potatoes sideways, horizontally, because you can see they start out here and then they kind of go over and down, and if this was a raised bed, or I had a raised bed going this way, I could start them there and then just kind of let the runners go out, and as the runners go out, I'd bury them, and that sort of thing. And I thought, man, that'd be great, because you could have sweet potato harvest, for a really long time. I'm not a huge sweet potato fan, but my wife is. Oh, here we go. This is what was left of the pumpkins here, guys. So you can see that they pretty much were not happy. So this is just from last night. I pulled them out, and this is what they look like. So I just threw them in the grass to hopefully help to get some more nutrients in there. Although I don't know if there's any nutrients left in those. I did pull out I think you can see the lettuce there and the lettuce here, and just kind of throwing them out here in the yard, because the yard's kind of neglected when it comes to nutrients, because I'd rather not have to buy nutrients for grass and feed the grass and all that. But obviously, you want to have a somewhat healthy yard, because you don't want the weeds to take over like they've taken over back there. So I try to do what I can with the grass. I don't spend any money on it. I just try to figure something out, and just try to help the grass where I can and stuff. So I guess I haven't done an update on my grapefruit tree in a bit. Trying to look to see if I can get a good angle. Probably not. I have grapefruit setting in on the tree. This is going to be one of the larger ones here that's set in. Most of them are much smaller. This is probably about average there. So that's probably about average. A lot of them are covered in this kind of black stuff. I think there's a fungus on it and that sort of thing. But I did have mulch around the bottom of it, and you can see it's pretty much biodegraded down to nothingness now. So I'm not sure what I'm going to do. I'll probably remulch it and put down cardboard and remulch, is what I'm guessing But this tree's been through quite a bit. You can see there's a lot. It looks like probably either frost damage or some sort of damage or something that's happened where a lot of the trees have branches have lost their lost the leaves and that sort of thing. You constantly have parts mixed in like this where it's just one part of the branch is like dead and then the other part is somewhat living. But so I'm trying to work out what to do with this little guy. I definitely want to keep him. One of the biggest problems that I seem to have with him is that I don't know if you'll be able to see it or not. Trying to get you some contrast there. The ants just kind of run up and down him all day long, and they just eat this tree like it's like there's no tomorrow. So I've done several different things to try to keep those from kind of thriving on the thing, but I've failed, it seems like, in every aspect. So I don't know what's going to happen with this little guy here. Hopefully he'll make it and pull through, and I can figure something out to do with him and everything. So we'll find out what's going on. It's definitely got nutrient deficiencies. It looks like he's got some fungal stuff going on. I've only been here for a couple of years, so I've been trying to do little things here and there for him, but just kind of not sure what to do with it and everything. So this is the most fruit that's put on since I've been here. So production is increasing, but that doesn't give me very good hopes if production increases and I lose the tree. So any thoughts or ideas, anything I can do to try to get this thing back up and running with very, very little money? My wife's not a grapefruit fan. She doesn't like grapefruit as much, so the budget for this tree is going to be very, very, very minimal. But going back to the sweet potatoes, my wife loves sweet potatoes and I really don't care for them, but I'm happy if I can grow them. Then I might get more of a garden budget. Maybe. We'll see. Alright, so I've rambled on quite enough. So I'll go ahead and let you guys go. Just wanted to let you know I switched out the reservoirs. It's probably been at least 1 month, if not 2 months, since I filled the reservoirs. So the parts, I got a dissolved, total dissolved, I can't remember, but the little meter, I got a digital meter, and for my birthday I got one of those, so now I can test when I put in the nutrients and everything. So when I put in the nutrients yesterday, it was between 800 and 900 parts per million, which don't freak out, because my water here is about 200 to 400 depending on if it's hot or cold, or if it comes through the hose, or if I get it from inside. So so don't freak out. It's not actually like 800 parts per million, and maybe you guys can maybe tell me if that's actually low or what. But I was testing the water about 300 parts per million mixing in, and it raised it about 500 parts per million for the total dissolved. So hopefully that's okay and everything's good there. But the buckets were around 1,500 parts per million, which I think was because they had algae in them and stuff. So I cleaned those out and got rid of all the algae and filled them back up. So hopefully that was good and I'm okay there and everything. But let me know if I should be trying to do something different. I know obviously changing out the nutrient solution once every 2 weeks would probably be my best bet on trying to keep these guys alive and everything. So I'll just have to wait and see what happens and everything. I did have a dark spot. I dumped the water out of here into there, and what made me decide to switch out the strawberries here. What made me decide to switch out the strawberries was when I dumped the water out here, half the soil, well not half, but a lot of the soil went out. So I was just like, okay, that soil's probably bad anyways, and it's all soaking wet. I'm hoping that due to the sun, it'll help to dry this out. Although I think the soil itself is pretty much ruined. So we'll have to see. I was looking, Ozark berry beauties were the ones that I got. So not that hopefully they'll make it, and I'll know what they are. So all right, thanks guys for watching. Let me like, subscribe, and comments, and thank you guys for all that you guys are doing, watching, and everything. So I'll talk to you later.